All right, very exciting day for Spokane soccer fans, and I'm pleased to be joined by the co-owner of Spokane Velocity FC and Spokane Zephyr FC, Ryan Harnetiaux. And Ryan, let's just lay it out for everybody right now. Just very exciting day to announce that both Seattle Sounders FC and Seattle Reign FC will be coming to Spokane in the springtime. Just how exciting of a day is this for you guys and everyone who's been involved in this effort?
Yeah, it's been a really small circle that has been pushing this along, mostly Katie and the team at the Reign and the Sounders. And so it's 11 months in the making. We knew about this being a possibility almost a year ago. And then to get the stadium certified to be able to host these matches through the NWSL, MLS, and CONCACAF was a big lift. But we're really excited to be able to bring this to Spokane. And it's not just a soccer thing, it's a sports thing. Like we say this all the time about our matches, but you don't have to be a soccer fan to go to one of our matches and have a good time. It's really, the product is going to be good and the environment is what's really fun. So this is going to be that on steroids, especially for the CONCACAF match, which would be a really big game. So it's a really important tournament.
And not to go too far into it, but to peel back the curtain a little bit, when did this come about on your desk, and what has the process been like of trying to make this happen?
Yeah, so the Sounders, we took a kind of a dry run at this about a year or so ago because the Sounders were displaced from Lumen Field if they qualified during a certain set of games last fall or early this year, actually early in 25. So we went through part of this process then because they came to us and asked us for help. They came to us because we have a really good working relationship with both the Sounders and the Reign. We've had loan deals with their players. Our technical staffs are tight. So we work with them really well already. And they watched the progress that we had in Spokane with the stadium build. The fan base over here is robust. They know they have fans in Eastern Washington who travel to Seattle, season ticket holders too. And so this was a perfect fit for them to come to us because they knew that the investments we made in ONE Spokane Stadium were going to allow us to be certified by FIFA, approved by CONCACAF. So people flew in from all over the world several different times to test our turf. The CONCACAF officials came in to inspect our locker rooms, for player care purposes, our hospitality areas, our broadcast capabilities, our everything from the video board to the LED ribbon. But it really it checked all the boxes, and there is not another facility in Washington that could have hosted these games. And we're seeing people online wondering why the Sounders did this and why can't they just go play at Husky Stadium? Or it's just not that simple. Those stadiums aren't approved for this kind of match. And so we're really proud of that. And it's going to be great for Spokane.
I guess for you, seeing a 2-year-old stadium get all of that was needed for something like this to happen. And I know you guys have put your blood, sweat, and tears into that place, but to have it up to code for something like this to happen in such a short time where you can have an MLS team, an NWSL team play right here in Spokane, I mean, what does that mean to your organization and everyone who's kind of been a part of this?
Well, it means that we were right, first of all, which is great to say. The PFD, the school district, and Aqua Sports are the people behind making this happen. Every one of those groups spent money, a big amount of money, putting enhancements into the stadium to do it. And so you're only going to see that more events show up here over time as the word's going to get out, especially now that we have our turf approved as a FIFA quality turf, which is no small task. We're open for business, and Spokane's an easy place to get to. There's a great fan base here that goes and typically sells out these kind of events, and so it'll be fun to see who's picking up the phone and giving us a call here late spring. So.
Now, certainly, I guess the biggest question mark when you look at something like this is, Lumen Field will hold about 35,000 fans for a Sounders match.
Yeah.
Obviously, ONE Spokane Stadium is not that big. I guess, how do you plan on getting those intricacies together and, getting as many people in, but also staying, within the fire code and everything?
Yeah. Fortunately, we have to be, the fire code is the fire code, and so we can't control that. But the CONCACAF match for the Sounders is on a Wednesday night. They do those midweek, because they're in season. Mm-hmm. So those are always midweek, there'll still be a great contingency of Sounders fans that travel for this game. But there'll also be an opportunity for a lot of people in Spokane to just, go down and see an incredible match on Wednesday night, the 18th of March for the Sounders. And the Reign, you will have several fixtures with them this spring. Those dates will be announced in the next few days. but those would be weekend matches mostly. And so it's just a great opportunity to see really high-level soccer here in Spokane. So.
And I guess talk to me a little bit about how this ticketing situation will work. And I know you mentioned that Zephyr and Velocity season ticket holders may get the first crack at some of these, very exclusive tickets. Can you just take us through that a little bit?
Yeah, of course. So the Sounders and the Spokane Zephyr and Spokane Velocity season ticket members will get the first crack at a presale. Okay. And we don't know if it will sell out during the presale. I would guess that the Sounders game will. And then the rain games will probably be sellouts as well. Those ticketing services are being managed by Tickets West, which is the stadium's vendor for that. And so it's being managed by them through the Sounders organization. We're going to do some advising and help them out with that. But those tickets will go on sale, on pre-sale for season ticket members in late February. So if you still haven't gotten a chance to get your season tickets for Zephyr or for Velocity, it's a good time to do that, which would put you in line to get these other seats.
And do you have like rough numbers at all about what you may be looking at for general sale versus these pre-sale opportunities?
I haven't even thought about it. I haven't thought about it, but I know that the CONCACAF match, if it ends up being Vancouver Whitecaps, another MLS team, which is fairly close to Spokane, they'll travel well too. Yep. So it's just that game is going to sell out really fast. The rain games will, I think, be sellouts, and it might take a little bit of extra time, but we believe that they'll all be sellouts. So I think that there'll be an opportunity probably for the rain matches certainly, and maybe even for some people when it goes on sale to the public, there may be an opportunity, but not much. I mean, it could be 1,000, maybe 1,500 out of the 5,000 that we can sell. So
gotcha.
Yeah.
And obviously, very exciting time now. But I'm sure that there's even more work now that has to be done with CONCACAF and everybody coming in to try and get everything right, all your banners right, and things like that. What does the next month and a half look like for you guys now?
Yeah, I'd say it's going to be pretty controlled chaos. We have really good people working for us in Spokane. We know how to run a game day really well now, so that part of it doesn't worry us. The Sounders are a great organization. They know how to run their game day, so we have the right staffs. Does that make sense? So there's a lot of nuance around the CONCACAF match because that is governed by a whole different set of rules, and so broadcast looks different, and there's different requirements. But we've been preparing for this for 11 months, and we've been through the standards that we have to meet, and it's one of the reasons why we were approved by CONCACAF, and we were their recommended stadium for this game. Incidentally, the reason why they can't do it is because of the turf is being pulled up and grass put down. But we've already been through the vetting with CONCACAF in terms of can we meet all these standards, and it's quite a long list.
Yeah,
so,
I guess just take us through a little bit, like why is the turf so important to them, and what are the qualifications that are needed to get up to standard?
Well, if you're not playing on grass, you need to be playing on our turf. We spent a lot of money upgrading the turf. That was originally planned on being in the stadium. The club wanted to get it to a higher standard for safety reasons, mostly. And so we spent a lot of extra money on it. And the PFD does a great job of maintaining that turf and keeping it fresh. But it's a really big safety issue to have quality turf, and then what sits under the turf is equally as important. And so, yeah, I've learned a lot about turf in the last year.
Sure.
And it's very interesting, but it's pretty critical. And there weren't other venues available that had the kind of quality that we do here in Spokane. So we won the day.
And then I guess just going back 11 months ago, you mentioned the relationship you guys have with the Sounders and with the Reign. Obviously, Ozzy is an investor in your group, but also, you went to those matches to try and see what you wanted a game day experience to be like at ONE Spokane Stadium. Can you just talk about maybe when that foundation was built and how that maybe helped you guys in this process?
Yeah, Katie and I are acquainted with the Sounders owner. He's a neighbor of ours. We've met with him many times. The Reign organization, Maya Mendoza Ekstrom, is like a total professional. So we've gotten to know them over the last couple of years. Professional soccer is small. It's not hard to get to know people, and everybody, whether you're in the MLS or in the USL, or you're a Division III club like Velocity or a Division I like an MLS team, or everybody's problems are the same. So we tend to do a lot of conversations with other clubs to swap stories and ideas. And so we just have a really strong relationship with them. So it made this whole thing really easy, actually, which is all credit to the Sounders organization, and that includes the Reign. They're great, and we hope this is the first of many collaborations with them. We certainly don't want to bring it here only once. I mean, we would love to have at least one game a year over here, and if that's feasible for them in the future to do. They give up a lot by not being at their home stadium, as you know, but and being in our little compact 5,000 person stadium, but they know that they have fans over here in this part of the state. So it's really good for them to do that and give their fans over here a treat, basically.
And going off of that, I mean, obviously now the pressure is on you guys as a group to, make this go off without a hitch and make sure everybody, has fun, has a great time at an event like this. Are you starting now that this is official to kind of think about what match day might look like?
Yeah, 100%. And the Sounders are going to drive that, the creativity behind that a lot. We're here to execute their plan. And this is our stadium, and we know how to do game days. And so we're here to take their ideas on what they want their game day to look like and implement it in a new stadium. But they've been over here many times to visit the stadium. They've been to our matches. They know what we can do, and they have a lot of confidence in us, which is great. And so we're kind of staffing up for some additional help that we need, because we've got a very busy March in that stadium. I think there's maybe 6 games in March at ONE Spokane Stadium between Sounders, Reign, and us with our clubs. So it's busy.
And going off of that, being an owner, you got to wear a lot of hats. So while all this is going on, you're waiting to hear from the Sounders. You're also, negotiating with players for Spokane Velocity FC. Yep. You're getting the Zephyr ready for their spring season here. I guess just for you and Katie, what have the last few weeks been like? And I assume you've been on the phone quite a lot recently.
Yeah, I mean, we can't do everything. Part of doing this has been finding good people to put in different positions, because we know that we can't possibly do everything. But it's busy. We're managing this process, which is intense, and Katie did the heavy lifting on this process. I did not. But everything else just gets done. We have really good technical staffs that are doing recruiting, and as you said, we've brought back 2/3 of our team to Velocity, and we're bringing in 6 or 7 more guys probably before our first game. So that's very busy. Zephyr is back training today. I was at the stadium watching that, and they're gearing up for a really, hopefully, very successful second half of their season. We have a couple new faces that we signed over the winter, which is really exciting for people. So everything's just full steam ahead. Pro sports, there's never a lull.
Right.
It just doesn't die. It doesn't really die off for Katie and I. Right. Our staff got a good break between December 22nd and January 4th. Everybody, hopefully, most people were able to take some time off, but now it's going to get pretty busy.
Back to work, right?
Yeah,
and then I guess just as you look, a few guys who you signed for your inaugural season are now moving on from Spokane Velocity FC. It's part of the business. It's how these things go. Like you mentioned, you've already made a couple signings. You expect more guys coming in. I guess just getting used to that process and seeing guys who you've known for 2 years now leave, and then also the excitement of getting a new team together. Just what has that been like for you guys?
It's weird. I mean, we have a lot of affection for the first team, and then all of a sudden, we've got a new squad coming in for season 2. We had a lot of familiar faces, but we brought in some new faces, and it's just you get attached, but you can't, because we are a league of. We've got a lot of transitional players, right? I mean, it's just Division 3 is that way right now. But I'm really glad that we have the stability in that Velocity team. That's why we were successful in our second season, because we had the core come back, and then we added some just tremendous talent. And so we'll do that again. We're already doing that again right now, and we have some more players that we haven't announced yet that are coming on board. And so we're upgrading all the time. You just, you move on and upgrade, and some players move on. We had a couple players go up to Championship League from Velocity. Proud of those guys. They both have played in Championship League before. It's not new to them. It's great to see them get back to that level that they were striving to get back and play at that level. And so happy for them, and really happy for the other guys to go explore other opportunities. Spokane's terrific, but there's a whole world out there. So people do move on. So.
Yeah, and now you got a chance for Spokane Zephyr to make a playoff push here, get to the playoffs for the first time as a franchise. Obviously, the past 2 seasons, you've been 1 win away from a championship with Spokane Velocity FC. I'm sure that keeps you up at night a little bit sometimes. But I guess just adding this event in now and just all of the excitement around Spokane soccer. I'm sure this is what you and Katie dreamed of when you came together to own these two teams. I wonder if you just put into perspective what this run has been like for you guys.
Yeah, I mean, the Velocity run this last year was very special and very different than the first year run. It was heartbreaking, but at the same time, we have pretty long-term vision for this, and I didn't take it as hard as Lee did, but for him to get our team back there for a second year in a row, especially the way it happened, and getting Spokane 2 home games in playoffs was really, really just awesome. And I know that it meant a lot to the guys to give that to Spokane, which fans totally deserve. So that was great. But it's becoming what we had wanted it to become. But it does take time. And Zephyr is going to go. They're going to come out in the spring, and I think they're going to do what they did I believe they're going to come out and do. I hope Nicole is not watching this, but I believe that they have the potential to come out and do what they did last year, which is have really the best record in the spring half of the season and make a playoff run. And I don't think it's going to be, can we make it to the 4th spot? I think that we have the potential to make it into the top 2 or 3 and maybe host a playoff game here at home. And so. But we've got all the makings, we've got all the ingredients, and so it's sports, so you don't totally know what's going to happen in the end, and things do happen. But we're really excited to see everybody back on the field. It's going to be fun.
Well, obviously, very, very exciting time for Spokane soccer. And just for people who don't know, who are interested in Velocity and Zephyr season tickets and are interested in getting into this pre-sale for the Sounders, where can people go? How do they find you guys?
Look, I think the easiest thing to do is just go to our website and look at what the tickets cost. I mean, there's affordable seats in the stadium. I think they start at $12 on the east side per game. It's not expensive to be on the east side of the stadium, or you can go to the premium side with the seats with the cup holders and everything. But the reality is, we hope people understand that we try and give season ticket holders benefits, and supporting the club by being a season ticket member is really important to us and to our sustainability. And so we're really excited about the Sounders and Rain games coming to Spokane. We hope to do many other events like this. And we'll be out there talking to people about bringing more entertainment into Spokane like this in the future. So, just hop online. It's the easiest way to do it. That's my advice. And try and do it before maybe February 20th.
There you go.
Yeah.
There it is. All right, Ryan, many congratulations. This is awesome. Looking forward to it. Looking forward to seeing you out there for the Sounders coming to town, and appreciate the time.
Yeah, hopefully I can get a ticket.
Yeah, me too. I'll hold you guys to it.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, good seeing you. Thanks.